And the ones at the front here, the smaller black ones, are shorter in length. But if you just remember the black ones go along the front, that should be fine. Okay, should be okay. Well, it should be all right to pry this open now. Pin pry tool. Try and get in the seam. Where are we? No. He's being a little bit more stubborn. No. There we go. And we're in. Put it out of the way. So essentially, we're going to be swapping everything from here, or battery, mainboard, screen, onto here. And we only need a Phillips head screwdriver for this one. If we're lucky, the majority of screws are going to be the same size and length. That should make swapping it over a bit easier. So I'll take the battery out first. Up. One more screw over here. We have one battery removed. Next up is disconnecting the various cables that are connected. So you should be able to use a pair of tweezers and flick up the cable, the connector, pull the cable back. Next up we've got the Wi-Fi antenna. Here, should be able to flick them up, move them out of the way. Next up is the keyboard. White bit flicks up, keyboard pulls back, fold down, backlight for the keyboard. We've got these disconnected. Next up we have a connector over here. This one here. This just pulls back. That's disconnected, and the speakers. There we go. So that's the majority of stuff over here. Next up we have the two connectors for the display up here. Fold up. Released. Fold up. Push back. Released. And then we have 4 screws on each side for the hinge. Now while I'm here, I am going to be changing over the SSD. So you will see that change during the video, but I'm not really going to go into great depth about it. So that's most of that. Should be able to open this up. Hinges should open. Drop it, pull it away. Move that out of the way for now. Now we'll continue for the main board. So the other screws with the arrows on them should be able to come off. Luckily there's really not that many of them, so it's pretty straightforward. Underneath here we have the screws for the fan. One, two, three, and four. Now I've got another one over here. Okay, one more over here. That's board removed. Board removed out of the way. So now we'll take these screws out here, as they are from the donor board, or donor keyboard. Go, slide that up and in, push the hinges down and line it up. Okay, and those screws can go back in. And now we're pretty much reaching the halfway point. So once this is all installed, where we need to put the main board in, it's 4 screws back in, the fan screws back in, and we'll be well on our way to having this completely swapped over. Okay, now fold these out of the way, move the main board back, try and line it up in one side, drop down, get the various cables out of the way, there, here, here, keyboard, video cable, there we go, wiggle it around, we're in position. Now we're good to put those 4 screws back in. 1, we'll just do diagonals to begin with. 2, 3, and 4. Connect the video cable, slides forward, should latch in, like that. Same with over here. Slide in, pull it forward, should latch in like that. The speaker should just push down. And then connect up video cable for the lower display, similar to the other ones. Connected, trackpad connector. Lift up, slide in, push down. Keyboard connector, lift up, slide in, push down. Keyboard backlight, lift up, slide in, push down, go. And we need the Wi-Fi antenna connected up too. Hold it over the top, wiggle it, push down, should be able to pivot it just like that. If you can pivot it, it's connected. top here. Connected. Next up, fan screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And next up would be, what I want to do is replace the SSD. So I'll take that out, put that aside. So now that I've got my A2000 SSD installed, pretty much right to finish up by putting in the battery. The battery lines up, pull the battery connector out. Line it up, push down, that should lock it into position. And now we've got these 6 screws for it. One, 2, 3, 4, and lastly number 5. Okay, now I can put these back onto here. I think that one came from over there. There we go. Lastly, the bottom cover. Pushes on, clicks into position. And then we've got to use the T4 screwdriver to put the long screws back in the back, black screws along the front. If they want to leave. But I hope this helps with the keyboard and a display swap on a Zenbook Duo UX481F. I'm going to put these screws back in and then I'm pretty much done. I'm going to put the rubber feet back in there, or optional rubber feet. Somehow wound up with another black screw in there. And time for some rubber feet. Right, now these look to have a glossy side on one side and a matte side on the other. So I'm going to assume the glossy side is straight down, where the weathered textured look is underneath. Righto, catch us later. Hope you have a good day. Bye.